How you guys doing? Don't forget, I'm the rightful owner of my mother and father's estates. I've always been the rightful owner. I was born on my mother and father's property. Don't forget, I've always been the owner of my mother and father's estates in reference to when my parents gave me the estates when I was a little boy. I'm the only 100% bloodline child of my mother and father. There is no other. All these people that's caused these conflicts are criminals. All these people have made up lies in their activities of trying to connect themselves to my mother and father's estates. They are not the bloodline of 100% of my mother or father. I am 100% bloodline of my mother and father. Don't forget, my mother and father was distant cousins and acknowledgments of information. I'm the only child of my mother and father. I'm the only 100% bloodline of my mother and father. There is nobody else, and there won't ever be. So anybody trying to claim, everybody would know they are a fraud. Because there's no way for there ever to be anybody else to be 100% bloodline of my mother and father, only me. There is no way. There won't ever be a way. So you got to check the timeline of when these people caused their activities of making up false claims. And what court judges was involved in these people making false claims. Check the timeline. Check the history. Check their DNA. There won't ever be a rightful owner of my mother and father's estates. Only me. I'm the last of the bloodline of 100%. My mother and father was distant cousins. That's why their DNA looks somewhat similar in some particulars. I am the only rightful owner forever. Anybody trying to muscle me must get prosecuted. Anybody trying to injure me must get prosecuted. Anybody trying to steal my benefits or my land or my mansions or blocking me from being at my mother and father's mansions, those people must get arrested. I'm 100% bloodline of my mother and father's genetics. There won't ever be anybody else. That makes it easy for law enforcement. That makes it easy for them to arrest the thieves and the con artists and the human traffickers. I'm the only child. I'm the only rightful owner. I'm the only 100% bloodline of my mother and father. And that's the facts forever. Don't ever forget it. And hello, friendly people, friendly acknowledgments, many things of importance. I haven't received any Christmas presents or gifts. If anybody sent anything. Somebody was communicating they were supposed to park a Rolls Royce in the front yard here. But they didn't. Or a Ferrari, they didn't. They didn't park anything here. So somebody needs to get arrested. They said the Bilderbergers tried to send me a car or something. I'm not sure is what somebody tried to communicate. But it's not here. It's not in the front yard. Should I park my van in the front yard and then the driveway will be open? To see if somebody does, I can pull the van over to the side where there'd be plenty of room. And don't forget what my first car was. Don't forget, my mother and father bought me limousines when I was a baby. Don't forget. That's supposed to be on the internet too. I can't find any website on there that has pictures of me and my mother and father's mansions on them. Satellite man shaking my hand. So in reference to the information, somebody's either hiding the website or they didn't make the website. That's a problem. It's more lawsuits.